This is Mike Francisco of 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗽𝗶 Philippines. Join us as we explore tourism, lifestyle and entertainment, amazing sports, news and current events, only here on DCRJ 8:10 AM, Radyo Bandido TV.
Watch and listen to Litrato Philippines, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Airing on Sky Cable Channel 224 and on all DTT boxes. Simulcasting online on Facebook and YouTube. Listen and watch on your mobile devices. Just search DZRJ Radio Bandido.
Ayan, magandang gabi po sa lahat po nanonood ng Litrato Philippines at araw po ng Biyernes, no? November 10, no? At ngayong araw ay later on I will introduce you to our guest from South Africa. Anyway, before we start, we would like to invite everyone to watch Litrato Philippines. You can watch us live by Sky Cable Channel 224 and all TV boxes and DTT boxes nationwide. And of course, you can hear us at our Philippine radio station, DCRJ 10 AM. And of course, we do have apps. No, we do have social media account, facebook.com plus DCRJ 10 AM and our YouTube channel, DCRJ 10 AM, Radio Bandido TV. And of course, we do have apps, no, streaming apps and Radio Garden apps by iOS and Android. Then search DCRJ 10 AM for you able to hear us all over the world, no? For OFW versus Filipino workers who working abroad, you can download this app, no, while driving. You can listen to us and or working, no, or sometimes when you are resting, or going out. So if you don't want to miss your favorite program here at Radio Bandido TV, you can download this app, no, to listen to us. And for those other people who wants to listen to their representative, no, in any other country from Miss Earth, you can also download this app, no, to listen to us, no, live, no, here in the Philippines. Anyway, we do have a guest for today. Actually, many people asking me, they thought it was Colombia, no, but Colombia messaged me earlier this morning that she was too busy for her schedule this week, so we might have an opportunity to change, no, her schedule for interview. So since South Africa is willing to have an interview today, she is our guest for today's interview, no. Actually, no, for us, before we talk or ask her some questions, we would like to introduce her first, no. The story begins on her grandfather's farms in 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗽𝗶, no, in South Africa. From a young age, she was immersed in the beauty of nature and developed a deep love for the environment. Growing up as a farm girl, her childhood was filled with simple pleasure with chasing butterflies and climbing trees. At the age of 3, Belinda unknowingly embarked on a remarkable modeling career. Her natural charm captivated the industry. At the age of 27, she had graced catwalks in 11 countries. Wow, that's great. No? Beyond the glamour, Belinda stayed connected to her roots, using her modeling platform to promote conservation and environmental awareness as ambassador for the Rory Hensman Conservation and Research Unit. She tackled wildlife endangerment head-on. Undeterred, Belinda turned her passion into action, planting nearly 100 trees and participating in initiatives such as river cleanup and writing a children's book to educate and inspire. Wow. You already have your own children's book, no? Now she prepares, no, to represent South Africa at Miss Earth 2023 in Vietnam. Now, Belinda is not just a model, but a voice for her environment. Her journey from farm girl to environmental advocate shows the beauty can be powerful force for positive change. Belinda's story is a testament to transformative impact of childhood spent in harmony with nature, shaping a woman whose beauty goes beyond the surface to the essence of her soul. Before to introduce our guest, let's watch her introduction video.
In the heart of the Rainbow Nation, South Africa, where vibrant cultures blend with the untamed beauty of the African bushveld, unfolds a remarkable journey. It's the story of a woman rooted in nature, blossoming on the international stage.
I am your Miss Earth South Africa 2023, 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗍𝗃, and I'm a woman of the earth. Born in Alisras, a small farming town, my upbringing in large South African families instilled deep appreciation for heritage, unity, and our environment. My grandfather, called Crocodile Dundee #2, ignited my passion for nature. As an ambassador for Adventures with Elephants and the Rory Hensman Conservation and Research Unit, my focus is on safeguarding elephants and rhinos from poaching and habitat loss. From the barefoot girl of nature to international stages, my journey has seamlessly blended glamour and the environment. This beautiful harmony was fully realized when I joined the Miss Earth South Africa family, participating in projects such as tree planting, river and park cleanups, community education, and feeding the less fortunate. As a holder of a diploma in public relations and a dedicated third-year communications student at UNISA, my profound enthusiasm for effective communication aligns seamlessly with my remarkable journey across 11 diverse countries. I'm also a skilled makeup artist, adding creativity to my skill sets. I aim to raise awareness, to inspire action, and to educate the youth. This dedication led me to write Eco Heroes of the Savannah Land, a children's book that educates and inspires about the 5 R's and conservation. Proud to be a strong, resilient, and compassionate South African woman, I greet you. Na 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗍𝗃 emelua setshaba sa merafe rafe ya Afrika borwa.
Okay, without further ado, let's welcome our Miss Earth South Africa 2023, no other than Belinda Schroeder. Hi, Belinda. Good evening. Good afternoon to your country.
Good afternoon, Mike. Well, good evening to you guys and everyone in the Philippines who's listening in. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, actually, since before, including Tamarind Green, if I'm not mistaken, I was thinking that South Africa has, dark complexion of the skin, but when I saw your profile and I saw your photo, I might interest, oh, maybe she was born in Africa, but her parents are foreign. Am I right?
I do stand corrected, but yes, I also think so, yes.
So, your father is an American, British, or what?
So my dad is actually from Britain. He has moved back. So my dad is currently living in London. And then my mom is South African. And she was born also on a farm. So that's where the farm heritage then comes in.
You said you work as a model. What particular model? Print ads model, commercial model, ramp model, or billboards model?
So I'm actually signed with, give me 1 second, sorry. So I'm actually
Okay.
signed with Ice Models. So I do runways and magazines and
Ramp.
billboards, TV and all of that. Yes.
Wow. Wow, that's great, no? So you are approximately tall. I do remember one of my guests past few days, no? She said, being a supermodel in France, you need to be around 5'8", 5'9", something like that, or 5'7". How tall are you?
So I think if you use the American system, I think I'm 5'9". In the normal
Mhm.
metric system, I'm 178. So that is
Oh,
quite tall.
wow, you are extremely tall, taller than me. Oh, I'm around
Yes, I'm
170.
actually taller. I'm taller than my dad as well. So that's quite
Oh,
funny.
really? Mm-mm. Anyway, no,
Yeah.
I've seen your photo. Actually, my adopted daughter saw your photo having an elephant nose in your face, no? And
Yeah.
she asked me, maybe we can do that, Dada. She wants to do that also, no? But unfortunately,
Yes.
the only the only elephant we have here in the Philippines is in the zoo, no, and they are not allowed to be near with the people. So I said, no, maybe someday when we go to the other country where elephants are wild. I mean, we can see them, no, everywhere, no, or walking somewhere like that, no, and roaming around as a pre-elephant, and they can run anyone anytime they want, no. um anyway, let's ask about South Africa. I do know South Africa is a popular country, including when I was young, no, South Africa was always mentioned in some music. um and so it's also popular, you know, for uh, providing some gems, including diamonds, something like that. So that is why I'm very familiar with South Africa. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong regarding that things that I've learned when I was young. No, and then after that, no, South Africa is rich from many animals. No, I've seen from the history and Discovery Channel. That's what the thing I know, no, about South Africa when I was young. No, until then, no, when I became a manager and a chef, then a broadcaster. Um, I meet a lot of beauty queens from South Africa and interview them, no, and telling me that South Africa is a great country, and but not all the people here in the Philippines are not have an opportunity to talk to other Africans, so they didn't know what is within the African or South Africa country. So, without further ado, can you tell us more about your country? Like, if we're going to visit South Africa, what are the best places to visit? And what are the food would you probably offer to us? And can you tell us some information like the capital of South Africa, including the uh, number of population, even rough estimate, and then the religion. What are the religions available in your country as well? Go ahead.
So, yes, you are correct. South Africa is a very rich country. We're not just rich in minerals, but we're rich in culture and traditions as well. So, South Africa officially has now 12 official languages. So we added sign language. So it always was 11, but now it's 12 because of sign language, which I think is a great addition. So the best places to visit in South Africa, there's a lot, but my favorites are absolutely the Kruger National Park, where you can see the big five and you can see all of the rest of the animals that South Africa has to offer. You can also then encounter some of the sunrock art. So the earliest sketches that we have in the caves, they're also available in the Kruger National Park. You can also go to Cape Town, which is known as the mother city of South Africa. Absolutely beautiful. If you are there, you have to go to Table Mountain and take the cable cart up to Table Mountain to see the panoramic view of Cape Town. It is absolutely breathtaking. And then our capitals, so actually not a lot of people know this, is South Africa has one capital, yes, that is Pretoria, where I am from, but actually speaking, we have three capital cities. So we have Pretoria, that is the capital city of South Africa. Then we have Bloemfontein. Now, Bloemfontein is like our courts, so our jurisdiction, our justice system. That's our head office then for justice system. And then Cape Town is in the mother city because that is where our parliament is then situated.
Wow. No,
And then you asked, right?
The religion.
You asked about food. Yes, so first food and then we're going to get into religion.
Okay, go ahead.
Because we have such a diverse culture, we have a lot of different foods. So for me and my culture, we have a very famous dessert that we call melktert. It's very famous. Every single auntie knows how to make melktert. If you go a bit more to our Black communities, one of the staple things that you will find is pap, which is like corn that has been cooked with water. So it's almost like a porridge type of thing, but you get different types of them. So you can either get like a really stiff one that you have with meat, or you get like a normal porridge one that you can have for breakfast in the morning. And then meat. Meat in South Africa is a very, very big thing. I know it's very interesting. Not a lot of people know this, but South Africa is known for its braais, especially during the World Cup. You know, every single Saturday, you would just smell the braais that is all around you, people busy braaiing and celebrating the Springboks that's playing and that has won in their matches. And then religion, we have, once again, a wide variety of religions available. But the most popular one that I have noticed and that I have seen is Christianity. But we do have Hindus, we do have Muslims, Indians, you know, so it is a wide variety of religions that is available in the country.
How about the number of population do you have? Do you have a rough estimate of the number of your number of people in South Africa?
I think we are about 1.5, I think it's billion people. I do stand corrected. I did see a statistic the other day that says that by 2040, South Africa's population is going to be 2.6 billion. So hence why my conservation work and the work that I do with elephants is so important, because not only do we educate the people on the elephants, but we also educate people on how to care for yourself, which is basically going to be of essence once we get there.
May I ask the national animal of your country?
So we actually have a couple of national animals. So but the most famous one is the springbok.
What's that?
The springbok.
Springbok. What does that look like?
So it is an antelope, a smallish antelope, but it can jump very, very high from standing.
Wow.
So it doesn't need to run and jump. It can literally just stand and jump. Yes.
But she looks like an antelope.
Yes, it is an antelope, yes.
And then what, as you said, there are many. What else do you know? Some national animals in your country as well?
So we also have a national fish, which is the 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿 fish. It's a big yellow fish, and it was endangered a couple of years ago. I actually don't know what its status is at the moment. I am quite embarrassed to say that, I must say.
It's okay. Anyway, let's go in some question regarding Miss Earth. No, since Miss Earth this year are focusing on trees, so I think all representatives must uh, present their own trees, no, in this pageant. What particular trees would you bring or represent, no, in the image of South Africa? What particular tree?
So I think if you think of South Africa, you think of a big baobab tree because they are everywhere in South Africa. They're very well known. And then also, when you think of sunsets, you always think of an acacia tree or an umbrella thorn tree. So that's that very flat tree at the top that has a lot of branches coming out of it. When you think of South Africa, that is the two trees that I think about.
Actually, I was still thinking, when you're born in Africa and your father is also from Great Britain, and I think he still has a house there, or he often go back to Great Britain as of this moment, or not anymore?
So he used to live in Cape Town, but he completely immigrated in 2020. He had the opportunity, so he got a job opportunity back in Great Britain. So he packed up his stuff, him and his wife, and they moved back to Great Britain.
Okay. How about you? Have you already visited your father's country?
So no, I haven't been to Great Britain as of yet. It is definitely on my bucket list and on my to-do list. It's a country that I've always wanted to visit. I've always wanted to see what it's like. So now that my father is there, I think it might just be a bit easier to go and visit now.
Do you already traveled some country in the world? How many countries have you traveled so far?
So I have traveled to 11, I think it's around about 11 different countries that I've been to as of date. So I have traveled quite a lot.
And most of it's in Europe, right?
So I've been to Europe a couple of times, yes. I've also been in Botswana, in the African continent, and then I've been to South America twice. So.
Okay. Have you traveled in Asia, or is it your first time to go to Asia through Vietnam?
So no, I've actually been to Macau and I've been to Taiwan.
Macau and Taiwan. Oh, Macau and Taiwan. You skipped Philippines. Why did you skip Philippines?
I did. I did skip the Philippines. I'm very sad I skipped the Philippines. I've always wanted to come and visit your country.
Actually, this is a very, very beautiful country, and if you want to relax, and there we have a lots of different preserved marine places, no, and which is definitely we will enjoy, and also some forests that are still protected by our government. Also, you can still see some of our endangered animals and well taken care of, and right now, they are trying to grow their numbers in some ways, in order not to be in list of endangered species, in our country. And when in terms of foods, definitely you will love this country in terms of food, because we have a lot of cuisine available, and adapted, no, by our country in a different country, no, including Western cuisine, and then mostly Asian, and then European, of course, no. Foods, no, are also available in our country. No, so in terms of variety of foods, you'll be in the right place, no, when you're going to the Philippines, no. Anyway, I do know there's a lot of pageant in South Africa. Why did you choose Miss Earth over this other pageant? Since you are popular, since you told me you're doing some commercial including some billboards and print ads, um, you have a great advantage, no, when joining in more actually known pageant like Miss Universe, Miss World. Why did you choose Miss Earth over this pageant?
So I think Miss Earth chose me, and I did not necessarily choose Miss Earth. I've always been very passionate about the earth and, preserving the earth and taking care of earth, and especially the conservation of elephants and of rhinos. Since I've been a little girl, my passion has always been on that, and I've always searched for a platform where I can use my voice to benefit those, meaning the elephants, the rhinos, and nature in general. So Miss Earth to me was just a perfect platform where I can be myself, which is a farm girl, and use my voice to take care and raise awareness for Mother Earth.
Do you have also, I do remember I interviewed a country from Africa as well. They said in Africa they have a white rhino. Is it true?
Yes.
Have you
so
seen
we
one?
actually have two different rhinos. We have a white rhino, which is currently very, very endangered. I think there's only about 300 of them left in the wild. And then we have black rhinos, which is also endangered, but they have about 500 to 1,000 of them in nature. Yes, I have seen both. It's very, very hard to tell the difference between the two because they almost look identical. But white rhinos has a pointy upper lip, and then the black rhino has a squared upper lip, and that's how you can tell the difference between the two.
Oh, now I know. No, I've learned from you regarding these animals. No, and I do know also that elephants also has abused by taking their tusk, no, or the ivory, no, and sell it in the market. Many people doing this, and for me, it's an abuse for an animals to take away their parts, no. Some people told me it's okay if it will grow again, no. Since you are very familiar with the elephants, are you agree to my person that I've talked before that is it okay to take away their tusk because it will grow again?
So it is actually a very big misconception that people have. To take an elephant's tusk, it's like pulling a teeth, with meanings that you need to go underneath its skin and remove it. And the only way you can do that is actually by killing the elephant. Their tusk does not grow back. It is a tooth. It is not like your nails. So the moment you want to take the tusks, you have to kill it, and we don't have elephants anymore. With rhinos, it's a different story. Rhinos' horns are like the nails that you have on your fingertips. Hence why a lot of conservationists, rangers, and farmers go in and actually cut off the rhino's horns at a certain height because their horns actually grow back. They don't feel it at all. And that also then eliminates the danger of that rhino then being poached.
But for me, taking away parts of any animals is in an abuse, no? For me, on my own opinion, no. And like what you said, no, in elephant, you need to kill them first before you take away their tusks. No, is that so? It's really they
Yes.
cannot cut it.
So you can cut it, but it's hurtful for the elephant. And it breaks and it
Oh,
splinters, and then it has no value on the market. Hence why you want
oh,
the whole tooth, and to get that whole tooth, you need to kill the elephant for it.
oh! It is sad, no. Actually, actually, the person who told me this is one of the caretaker of the zoo in our country. Maybe I don't
Well,
know if
I, I,
she already did it,
I
or I don't know how he do it. No, but when I asked him, no, regarding this matter, no, he told me that this is okay to take away the tusk of the elephant because it will grow again. That's what he told me. But what you're saying is different. No, it's not a nail that will grow again. It is a tooth. No, which is like when you pull it off, they are not baby anymore to grow. No, or we call it a milk teeth. No, they are not the milk teeth that we can pull it off. Am I right, Belinda?
You are 100% correct, but I also don't know. Maybe they're specifically talking about Asian elephants. I don't know if there's a difference between an Asian elephant and an African elephant's tusk. That I don't know. So it could be that that specific person is talking about an Asian elephant's tusks, which probably can grow back, but the African elephant's tusks don't grow back.
Maybe I think elephant from Africa and the Asian are the same. Even maybe if I had actually already asked, I have an interview with Thailand. No, I just forgot to ask this question regarding the elephant. Actually, Thailand is also popular in protecting I mean protecting these animals, no, the elephant, no. But I've seen a lot of things that they made some things to the elephant to teach them, no, like hurting them or something, to follow them, or to follow their instruction, or the way they train them, no. Sometimes I've seen, I think the elephant got hurt, no, because sometimes they have some stick to to uh I mean to spank the elephant, no. I don't know why they are doing that, no. Sometime, or the stick hit, no, the elephant, no. And I don't know why they are doing that. Maybe it is a part of training. But you are also familiar in the elephant. How do you get along with other elephants? Do you also use sticks to follow, to guide them, or to make them follow you?
So no, not at all. I know there's a lot of people in a lot of countries and a lot of organizations that do use that hook stick, and so on the one end it has a very sharp metal hook on it that they actually then hit
Mhm.
the elephants with to hurt them, to make them listen and to make them obedient. So with us and the work that I've done with the elephants, we don't use that at all. So we train our elephants the same way you would train a puppy, with good reinforcements, with treats, with stuff that they like, with fruits and stuff like that. That's how we then train our animals. And we don't train them, specifically to follow and to listen to your commands. We
Mm-mm.
train them for educational purposes, for research purposes. We want to see, what commands can they then do, how many commands can they do, why can they do certain commands and why can't they do other commands. It's very, very interesting once you go into the educational and the research part of why we actually do the train of the elephants. It is so incredible. I mean, the latest that we've done is we've actually noticed that an elephant's nose, so its trunk the smell that it absorbs is 7 times more than in a dog. So dogs' noses are about 3 times stronger than a human's nose, or 3 to 4 times stronger than a human's nose. Hence why they can sniff things out that we even can't see. Now, an elephant's trunk is 7 times stronger than a dog's nose, meaning that they can smell 7 times more than what dogs can smell. I know in certain countries, in South Africa and in Zimbabwe specifically, they use elephants to track down poachers. So what they do is that specific gun that poacher or item of clothing that poacher then left at a scene, they would give to a certain elephant. He would smell that, and he would then follow that scent of that poacher back into that community or that place where that poacher is hiding. And they have actually caught several hundred poachers that specific way.
Wow, that's good. No, maybe why some narcotics group didn't use elephant as drug sniffing dog? Drug sniffing elephant. Like
well,
in the
because
airport,
elephants are so big and people are so scared of them.
okay,
I think
okay.
that's why people don't use them.
Oh, I forgot na. I thought it was just a puppy or a dog. Anyway.
they do behave like puppies sometimes. Sorry, my AirPods are flat.
How do we call oh, where is she? How do we call the little elephant? Oh, where she's nawala siya. Oo. Tatanungin ko, ang tawag sa maliit na elephant kasi, di ba? Kung chicken, no? Or tawag dito yung dog, tapos puppy, no? Ganun. Hindi ko alam kung anong tawag sa maliit na elephant. Maybe we'll ask her. First, we can ask, where is she? Okay. Actually, no, I'm having a lot of preparing questions for Belinda. Belinda, are you there already? Oh, well, I thought I lost you.
You did. We have load shedding, so my signal cut, hence why the call dropped. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it's okay. How do you call the little elephant?
So little elephants are called a calf.
Oh, okay. Now I know. No, so that when someone asks me regarding elephant, I'll definitely tell to the children what is the little elephant's called. No. Anyway, let's
yes, it's called a calf.
Let's proceed to the next question regarding the environmental issue in Africa. Actually, Africa, when we, as far as we know, when we are watching it in Discovery or National Geographic, it's more on wild. The shots are more in wild. But I do know you have a beautiful city as well, because one of my friend, I don't know if she already met it, is 𝗟𝗶𝗁𝗃 from India. She go to Africa. Have you met her already? Miss Earth India?
No, I have not. No, I have not met her yet.
Oh, I said that you miss her, no? To meet 𝗟𝗃𝗃, Miss Earth 2022. I miss Earth India 2022. But anyway, what are the environmental issues that you have in South Africa at this moment?
We actually have a lot. Like I said, we just have load shedding, meaning that, the government switches off your power for a certain amount of time during the day. So we are currently now on stage 1, meaning that it is 2 hours a day. So I have now load shedding from 4 to 6, meaning that I have no power, nothing. Like my fridge is not working, I can't charge my phone. There's no power. And that comes with there is not enough power to sustain the whole country, to give power to the whole country. So they implemented load shedding to take the pressure off of the power stations and then to give power to everyone in the nation. So that's one issue that we have. Yes?
You are from Miss Earth, no? So when you're looking at your resources, what are the things which is we have plenty? If you are the country you had a lot of sun and few rivers, maybe you can use solar power, no, to add enough, no, in your electricity. And if you have a lots of rivers or water, water resources, no, in South Africa, you can use hydroelectric plant, so that you can provide electricity to water, no. What do you think is the best solution to adding up the electricity in your country?
So we are busy implementing solar panel farms. I know in the Western Cape, which is a province in South Africa, they have just put up an entire solar farm. And they've also started in the Kalahari, which is a desert area, also started putting up solar panel farms. So slowly but surely we are getting there. We are transitioning to solar panels to take the load off of the power station. It is going better at the moment. A couple of months ago, we were on stage 6, meaning that you would have load shedding for 4 hours at a time between 2 to 3 times a day. So you would be like 8 to 12 hours without electricity in a day. So we are slowly but surely transitioning into solar panels, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It is great. So I am excited to see that, you know, the implementations that the government does to kind of take care of the solution.
Oh, good. No, maybe your country is rich because solar panel is expensive.
It is very expensive, and I also think that's why it's being transitioned so slowly, is because it is so expensive. So we'll see in the next year to 5 years to 10 years, you know, what does the country do and where do we go from there?
Okay, I hope they will be success, no, to provide more power in your country, so that no brownouts or no blackouts will be happen, no, in your country anymore, or loss of power, no. But anyway, how about the water? Is it well supplied in your country?
So no, we actually do have a water scarcity in South Africa and in Africa as a general. You know, South Africa is not a water-rich country. So we do suffer from a lot of droughts. Our farmers do struggle, you know, growing crops and stuff like that because we don't get rain as often as we used to because of climate change. So climate change has a very, very big impact on Africa and on South Africa, and especially on the farmers and the water. So it is very, very difficult. Produce are, you know, a bit more expensive than what they normally are. So a lot of people are more encouraged to grow their own fruits and veggies in their own gardens. And when we do have water, it is contaminated with a lot of diseases. We just had an outbreak close to my city with cholera, where, you know, a lot of people got sick and a lot of people died because they don't have access to clean water. And I've just seen that the mayor of Tshwane, which is my city, has then now implicated a new bill where they are going to clean the water stations and upgrade the water stations to make sure that those people get clean water that they deserve.
I do remember some countries that I interviewed here at our station. She said to provide clean water, they started to have a white roofs, no, in their place, no, and these white roofs condense or provide clean water to them, no? Maybe you try to find it out, no, so that you can help also if your country has also lots of rains, no, but if your country has no rain at all, it would be a problem. There's no use of having a white roof for condensation because you don't have rain, no, in your country, no. But
Yes.
I think maybe your government tried to have a cloud seedling in order to rain in some places in your in South Africa. Um, but as of now, your country, South Africa, also experienced climate change already or not yet?
So yes, we are definitely seeing the effects of climate change in South Africa. One being that we have extreme heats also going around at the moment, and then that with the drought as well. So no, we are definitely seeing the effects of climate change in the country.
Oh, it is so sad, no? Especially for the animals, no? I think they can withstand, no, with too much heat, no? I hope they will survive, no? Especially those animals in the wild, because when it is too much heat, no, they can be dehydrated and die, no, through on it. No? Anyway, may I also ask how do you prepare in this pageant?
So my preparations is a lot about reading up about climate change issues, global warming, what is the effects of it, what is the effects that it is having on my country, what can we do to help and to combat climate change in South Africa. And then also it is doing research about Miss Earth, you know, what it stands for, the advocacies, rewatching previous year shows, seeing, you know, what they do, what they like, answering different types of questions, and going to the gym, making sure my body stays fit and healthy, going to sponsors, have sponsor meetings, have sponsor days, and then also doing outreaches in communities, you know, feeding communities, and then also getting to my conservation work with the elephants and with the rhinos.
Okay. Anyway, I'll give you the opportunity also. I know you're familiar with what's happening in Ukraine and Russia, including Palestine and Israel. Do you have any message with these countries on war as of now?
So to me, it is very sad what is currently happening in Russia, Ukraine, Palestine, and Israel. It absolutely breaks my heart. It is not necessarily just a war on the country itself. It is a war on people, and it is a war on humanity, and no one deserves to go through that. We long past that day and age where we solve problems with a war. You know, we are all grown-ups. It is the 21st century. You know, we can sit down and we can have conversations and we can talk about things that are going on, things that we are unhappy about. There's no need to make a war just because you are unhappy or whatever the reason and the situation is. I feel that is very unnecessary. We need to fight for humanity. We need to fight for Mother Earth. And they're not only destroying humanity in those countries, but they're also destroying Earth, biodiversities, ecosystems. They're destroying so much more than just the people, and it absolutely breaks my heart.
Yes, actually, you know, I feel the same. You know, when I see devastated country or war-torn country like Ukraine and Palestine, no, because of the war ongoing, no, and many lives have been taken, many places has been destroyed. It's just so sad to see, no, that innocents are victims, not just like children, women, and elders, including the attack of Palestine in Israel recently, last October 7, is when I saw the video, no, lots of people killed, including inside of their houses, children's, women's, elder, no, has been shot without anything. They are unarmed, no, and they are civilians, no. They were shot on site, no. Unlike what Israel is doing now, the damage just has been increased through their missiles or rockets as well. No, that is why many casualties have been made because they cannot. They cannot contain, no, the impact of that particular weapons. No, unlike when you have a handgun or fire of rifle, no, you can control who you want to shoot, no. And for me, shooting a civilian is not humane way, no, to do it, no, especially when you're shooting at children or elder or women, no, unarmed, no. It's very it's not human for me to do that, no. And I will not also forgive these things, no. Anyway, I'll give you the opportunity also to give a message to your people in your language or own language, in South African language, asking them for ask them for support, and also encourage them to protect your environment as well. Go ahead, Belinda.
Okay, so baie dankie vir almal, vir die Suid-Afrikaners wat reg oor die wêreld is. Dankie vir die ondersteuning wat julle gee. Dankie vir die woorde van geluk, van sterkwensing. Dankie vir alles wat julle doen, elke liewe comment wat julle gee, elke liewe foto wat julle like. Ek sien dit en ek waardeer dit so opreg. Dan aan my wonderlike, fantastiese sponsors wil ek net baie dankie sê uit die diepte van my hart uit, dat julle hierdie pad saam met my sal stap om dan nou vir moeder natuur beter te maak en dan nou vir haar te beklei. Dan my boodskap aan almal sal wees is, jy is dalk net een mens en jy dink jy kan nie veel doen nie, maar daai klein bietjie verskil wat jy maak, het 'n ripple effek op iemand anders en het 'n ripple effek op moeder natuur. Vir jou is dit een klein dingetjie. Vir haar wat moeder natuur is dit soveel meer as wat jy ooit in jou hele lewe sal kan besef. En jy weet nooit wie agter jou staan en kyk wat jy doen nie. Daar is dalk 'n klein dogtertjie of 'n klein seentjie wat agter jou staan en ook 'n papier sien of ook 'n boom wil plant, en deur jou en jou aksies gaan jy daai kind motiveer en inspireer om presies dieselfde te doen. So, probeer ten minste om een goeie ding te doen elke liewe dag vir moeder natuur. Want oor 'n paar weke, wie weet wat 'n verskil jy kan sien en wie jy dan nou gaan inspireer om dan nou dieselfde te doen.
Wow, no? You're very fluent speaking your own language, no? But it sounds like Spanish, no? When you are delivering it, sometimes I thought it was your talking in Spanish, no? Or maybe our listeners, or maybe in our listeners in the radio was thinking, oh, there's a problem with the channel. No, I'm just joking.
So no, I speak Afrikaans. Afrikaans is very similar to Dutch that they speak in the Netherlands and in Belgium. So it's very interesting when you have us all together, you know, we understand and we speak our native languages and we do understand each other. So it's always very fun when we're all together, to hear the different dialects of the same language.
Wow, that's great. No, I wish I can learn that language as well. Anyway, thank you for that. But before we end up our program, I'll let you one more, no, to thank all of your people who help you in this pageant, including your national director, your team, your glam team, your friends, your family, your lover. I'm sorry, your boyfriend. Go ahead.
So I would just like to say thank you to all of my sponsors. I've actually done this already in Afrikaans, but I'll do it again in English. I don't mind.
Yeah.
So, preparing for an international competition, and especially a competition like Miss Earth, which I'm very passionate about, it takes a whole team to prepare a lady to go and compete overseas. From wardrobe to hair to makeup to national directors to friends to family to spousal, it really does take a village. And I would then just like to say thank you to all of my sponsors that I have. More in particularly, I would like to say thank you to Sun International Hotels for hosting me whenever I have events or functions that I need to attend to. I always feel like family when I walk into their hotels. Europa Arts for the amazing shoes that they've given me. Samsonite for the luggage that I use when I travel. To Skin Renewal that does all of my beauty care. Crema for my nails, which is absolutely fantastic. I love them. And then to my friends, families, and supporters from all over the world, not just locally, but from everywhere. Thank you so much, like I said, for every single comment, like, or share that you give. I might not always be able to react on it, but I do see it and I do appreciate it a lot. So thank you very, very much. And then do continue to follow my journey as we go to Vietnam. I leave in about 16 days. So very, very excited to go to Vietnam and to represent my Rainbow Nation, South Africa.
Anyway, thank you very much also in giving us opportunity to know you and your country as well. And thank you for some teachings, including the little elephant, and the other things that you mentioned to me, I hope this is really probably I can share to the children who will ask me about South Africa. Not only watching National Geographic and Discovery Channel. Anyway, thank you very much, Belinda. Is it we can call you Belle sometimes when you talk, Belle?
So my official nickname is Bella, but you can call me Belle as well, but it's perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay. It's because I like the nickname Belle because you are so you are so loud, for your voice to spread out, and I do know that you will able to overcome all of the trials that you will meet on this pageant, including you are 114 candidates, and you may surpass the activities they have or the trials they have for how many days? Do you have how many days you will stay in Vietnam? Since
so
December 6th?
we start on the 28th of November, and then the finals are on the 22nd of December. So it's almost a month.
Almost a month. It's a lot of activities. Well, wish you luck, and I hope you're able to bring a crown in South Africa this time. And thank you very much, And to all the people of South Africa, I wish you enjoy, listening to us and having an interview with your beautiful candidate of Miss Earth 2023. And good luck, everyone. And to all the people of Africa, keep safe and God bless all of you, including you, of course. And thank you very much. And good afternoon to all of you. Well, to the Philippines, good night, everyone. See you again on Monday. at 10 to 11 p.m. only here at DCRJ 10 a.m. at Radyo Batida TV. Maraming salamat po and good night everyone. Good afternoon to South Africa. Bye everyone. Keep safe and God bless. Thank you.
Bye.